Now, some say the so-called mint nations are the world's new powerhouses: Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria and Turkey. They have in common young populations and prime locations, but disadvantages too that could jeopardize their economic potential. Over the next 2 nights, our Tony Waterman will be taking a look at each country's economy, seeing if they can live up to the hype. Tonight, she starts with Mexico and Indonesia.
Mexico's location at the doorstep of the world's largest economy is its biggest advantage. 75% of its exports head north to the United States. So as that economy rebounds, Mexico will benefit. Reforms to free up product and labor markets are also helping, though security remains a risk.
Notably in the north of the country, where you have lots of drug and cartel violence still taking place, and that's going to continue to act as a deterrent to foreign investors.
What is attracting investors is Mexico's young population. The average age is just 28, and domestic consumption on the rise. Of the mint countries, Mexico has the largest economy, about 1.2 trillion US dollars. It's also the most mature, with an upper middle income bracket and less space for catch-up growth.
Middle-income countries can and do see rapid GDP growth, but the key point to make is that that's going to have to be a function of productivity gains, and that itself will require serious structural reforms.
The I in mint is Indonesia, a population of 250 million. It's the largest of the mint nations. It too has a young population. The average age is 29. Billy Gainey fits squarely in that range and is part of another group seen as crucial to Indonesia's future growth: young entrepreneurs. 2 years ago, he started Civimi, an online resume website. He says growth is slow and finding investors tough.
Having a service or something, that's easy, but for the technology these days in Indonesia, it's still hard, and I don't see it happen in the next year or 2 years.
The country has other challenges too. Its top foreign income earner, mining, is beginning to flag as commodity prices drop and a new policy banning raw exports kicks in. Indonesia is also vulnerable to capital outflows from U.S. tapering, due to its high current account deficit.
So the government, I think, has become a bit complacent. There are 3 major elements that will determine sustainability for the country: fiscal policy, monetary policy, and investment policy.
But as the country heads into an election season, it's unlikely drastic reforms will happen anytime soon.